buy or not to buy, that's the call.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining your boy Marquise on another episode of Buy That Toy. Yo, as you can see, your boy has gotten a ton of packages in. I'm talking about some of the stuff that we've ordered from the previous deals that have gone on over the last couple of weeks, and some other things that we found that I'm very excited about. I'll give you a little hint. If you've been watching my channel, a couple of episodes ago, I talked about wanting to get some of the rated R toys that were marketed towards kids in the 90s that never should have been marketed towards us. Well, I got lucky and found some things that I had no idea that I'd find. So let's crack these boxes open and let's see what we got. So I've got a different setup that I want to try to open some things up and display some of the things that we got. So this first thing that we've got is something that we got in from Walmart. It was one of the things that I bought on sale. So let's crack this open and see which one it is. You know, those deals are going crazy. A lot of things worth checking out. And I can't remember. Oh yeah. So I picked up the Hydra cap. This guy was, I thought it was just a cool figure. It was on sale for $7, so why in the heck not? I actually don't have a Captain America on my shelf, and for $7, sure thing. We'll give it a go and see how this one actually is. This was a cool storyline right here, by the way, if you haven't read it. All right, so our next pickup from Walmart, something else that we got, you know, just, again, the sales were selling, right? So you had to get in where you fit in on the sales standpoint. Boom. Jada Mega Man Cut Man. Heard great things about these figs, and when I saw this guy, he got down to $10. Said sure thing, let's give him a go. So we picked this bad boy up. We'll be opening them up pretty soon and putting them on the shelf. So this box right here came from somebody that I'm sure we all watch on YouTube. I was on Whatnot and his stream popped up and I said, you know what, let's see what's going on. And Narc was selling something that I was like, sure, let's take a stab at it. And I put in a bid and won, and I am stoked to now be the proud owner of the Space Marine ATAX, the one who was in the alien costume, like the Queen alien costume, and he shoots a missile, man. This was a sweet toy, man. Look at him, man. He got on the full alien regalia, like camouflage and all of that stuff. So special deluxe Marine. So, you know, I never had this guy as a kid, but I might have to open him up just for the fun of it and just put him on the shelf. So, yeah, we got ATAX. Stoked about that. Now it's time for the good stuff. And this package is one that I think I ordered from eBay. So I was hanging out online one night and going back to all of that stuff, like, oh man, I'm going to collect more of the Kenner stuff, the Predator, the Alien, the RoboCop, the Swamp Thing, all of those things. We got to get some more of that stuff. So going back to some of that, just being on eBay with a little extra change to spare, never a good thing for us collectors. So I decided to just check it out and see what I could find. And would you look at there, I got, you can't even see it. I got to get some of this plastic off. So hold up. Let's see here. They did a great job packaging this. I'm very appreciative of them packaging it so well. I'll definitely have to leave that in a review. So let's see here. Hold on. Yes. So this was a fig that I actually had as a kiddo, and I saw it. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and get it. Yes, we got Crack Tusk Predator. And I had this figure as a kid. That mask was darn near impossible to keep up with. Think it actually paid the $24 that it was online, and this was just a toy. Ironically enough, in having this figure, I liked him as a child, but he wasn't one of my faves. Like, I liked it, but I hated the way his arms are set up. You see how his arms are? There's no articulation in the arms, so you can't build the elbows or the wrists. So he's just kind of like he's flexing all over the place. But yeah, we picked this bad boy up, and I was pretty stoked. about this. So look at that. Free special edition Predator action figure when you buy any 3 Alien or Predator toys. The offer expires 1/31/96. That's amazing. Now this right here is the mother load. And this came from our guy Pixel Dan. Again, doing a whatnot stream. He was actually doing it on the 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken. I hopped in the stream and it was just a random thing. I feel like this is serendipity, if you will, the way that all this worked out. So I hopped in the stream and it was so random, and the whole stream was nothing but Predator and Alien figures. And I got my fair share, and it was amazing. So boom, we got Snake Alien. Now this one on card, the card is kind of crummy, but he was very upfront about that, had no problem with that. None of these things were overly priced. None of the stuff I paid. The only figure I paid a great deal for was the one that came from eBay, $20. None of these things were more than maybe $7, $8, $10. So we got Snake Alien. We might be ripping him off a card. We got Queen Alien. Yeah. Look at that old school Kenner. We're probably going to rip her off a card as well. Look at that. Just amazing. And then we got a bag of Lucy's as well. And I think most of these figures are pretty much complete in terms of having everything they need. Oh man, I didn't realize the green mantis. Oh, his little arm is broken in the back. Didn't realize that, but that's okay. He's still going to look good on the shelf. I guess we'll have to replace him at some point. But anyway, this thing, it wasn't a lot. I didn't pay a lot for it. That translucent green just looks amazing. Oh, that so sucks. Ah. Oh well, we got him. We got the crab alien. And he's got all of his pieces as well. I remember these things. They were so fun and quirky in terms of coming out. So he's got his different missiles and crap. So we got this guy, and then I also got the bull alien as well. So yeah, we've got one face hugger. I believe this came with the crab alien, the translucent face hugger. So we got all of these things to come in. So yeah, pretty stoked about that, man. Yeah, we'll be probably creating the alien shelf, alien and predator shelf. So yeah, that's what we were able to pick up. All right, guys, I've got a mess everywhere, but we just opened some really cool stuff, and I'm very excited to have all of these old school Kenner and Predator action figures and to be able to add them to my collection. I'm so stoked about that. So it gave me an idea, and I think I'm going to likely create just a shelf for NECA, Predator, and Alien. So my room is literally a mess right now. I've got boxes and trash all over the floor, and I've got a bin out of camera that you can't see, where I'm going to clear a shelf and just make some room to display some of those figures in a more proper fashion, because I love the movies and I love everything so much, and even the new comic books and stuff that are coming out, some of the old stuff as well. So that's a big part of me as a collector and the things that I enjoy. So I just want to make space to really look at and enjoy those figures and things. So man, that's all we've got for right now, man. I thank you for coming along with me and joining. Hey man, shout out to everybody that's subscribed to the channel real soon. Man, drop me a line down below, man. Let me know who you are, where you from, what you collect, anything, man. We're up to over 600 plus subscribers. Join me on this journey to 1,000. I might have spoke too soon. I said we were going to do a giveaway at 500 and we blew by that. But I promise you we're gonna do one at 1,000. So let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I gotta figure out how I wanna do it, if I'm gonna do a live or something like that. I promise you at 1,000, we're going to do a giveaway. So man, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, man. Thank you for coming along. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us over here on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. Follow over on Instagram. Also check us out on TikTok. On TikTok, it's buy.that.toy. Buy that toy. Man, until next time, that's all I got. Remember to get off the couch, go hit the pegs, and buy that toy. Peace.
Let it fly or let it fall. So buy or not to buy at all. The ads, they flash, the deals, they shine. Temptation whispers all the time. But